Oh snap, I thought I would hate this game.
Ay, 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 ay.
So for about 2 weeks now, I've been playing Marvel Snap, which is strange for me because I really didn't want to. First of all, I don't really like Marvel. Nothing there really stuck with me. If you don't know, I'm a DC kind of gal. Favorite movie in the entire world, and yes, the entire world, not just comic movies, like all movies ever of all time, is Man of Steel. I've probably watched Man of Steel over 100 times in 10 years, and one of my favorite characters of all time is General Zod. So yeah, Marvel, not really my thing. I also looked at Marvel Snap as kind of like a dumbed down, simple game, like 2 + 2 = 4. Oh boy, how interesting is that? But Decade was actually sponsored by them for like the 4th time for their PC release. And seeing how much work Ben Brode and the Second Dinner team puts in for the game, it made me kind of start looking at it. And just for transparency, I'm not sponsored. Nope, nothing, nobody. I'm just a regular old Joe here, just, you know, looking for something to give me a little joy in life. No one solicited me to make this. I just wanted to make it. But honestly, it was Anime Wolverine that made me download the game, a variant that was available for the month in the Conquest shop. There's other ways to get it after it leaves the Conquest shop, but it's very random after this period. So like, this was the chance. If I wanted Weeb Wolverine, I needed to do it now. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to get this card. Like, I was worried it was going to be some scammy, scummy shit here, but for free on a fresh install, I unlocked Conquest mode and then went into Conquest mode, won a shit ton of games, purchased 9 things, and bam, there he is, Bishy fucking Weeb Wolverine, and I love him. So I then proceeded to spend $40 just to, you know, make him shiny. I don't really know how it happened. I just started spending money, he started sparkling, and then I started spending more money, and then I was like, what happens when he's infinite? And then I got a new Wolverine, then I was like, oh my god, this one has red shit on it, then what happens if I infinite him again? And then I got one with black shit on it, and I was like, all right, I think that's enough. And through this process, I started to realize that this game is actually really fun. It's not just dropping flat numbers on both sides of the board and then counting them up like some number muncher shit you'd play in middle school. This was so much more than that. So I started looking up what deck to play with Wolverine, and I decided on the Destroy deck. There's some really cool mechanics here. And so since I haven't really explained Marvel Snap to you, basically, you're trying to win 2 out of 3 of these locations. The locations in the middle are random every game and can create some pretty crazy reactions. So my deck plays a lot of cards that get effects when they are destroyed. And then they also play a lot of cards that destroy other cards like Venom and Carnage that can eat the cards around them. Wolverine and Deadpool can regenerate and come back stronger. And if you noticed here, my Deadpool is Venomized, which is a variant in Snap. A variant is basically alternative art that you can collect, and this set is probably my favorite. So right now there are 2 game modes, Ranked and Conquest. Conquest is multiple rounds with your opponent where the number of cubes you win takes off the same number of health from your opponent until they die. You then get medals from your wins, and that can be spent in the Conquest shop. This gets really fun because when you snap, you increase the amount of cubes that you gain from a win, which also increases the amount of health you take from your opponent, which is pretty hilarious. So you can snap right off the bat, steal 8 from them, and just watch them cry. There's also ranked mode where you just go down the ranked line. Like right now, they added when you reach infinity rank, which is the highest rank, you will get a number rank next to your name of where you can pair globally on the ladder with other players. And see, what I get from this is that the developers for this game actually really care, and they actually change things when people don't like them. Card acquisition was completely overhauled a few months back from people complaining that the cards were too difficult to get. Conquest mode was also just added a few months ago, and the changes to ranked just happened like a few days ago. So the new season just started with Loki. The last one was like a Japanese inspired battle pass, which is where I got the anime Wolverine. But this one for Loki just started. And my rank last season, after playing for 9 days, was platinum rank, and it just kicked me all the way back down to bronze. So I actually bought the battle pass. It seems like a very reasonable price for me, and I also wanted this cool variant. I haven't gotten this yet. You have to actually play for the variant. I got Loki though, but now I have to play for this cool art from him. And then Loki does not really work with my destroy deck very well. I put him in for a few games. I think I'll upload that video. It was really funny. I was like, at the last, I had him in my hand and I never wanted to summon him. And then at the last game, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just putting him out no matter what happens. And yeah, it doesn't really work out too well with this deck, but I think like the deck he'll be played in is like a Thanos deck or something. So that would be pretty cool. I'm glad I have him, even though I'm probably not going to be playing him for a while. But I've been having a lot of fun with this game. You know, I really didn't expect to. I really didn't think that there was that much depth to it, or that I would enjoy it as much as I am. The collection aspect of it is pretty fun. I'm really liking increasing my collection level, even if it's a little frustrating. After a while, you get these gold chests and like, you think a card's gonna come out of here and then like a fucking avatar comes out of this shit and you feel extremely scammed. The shop rotation is really good and you can buy a lot of things for really cheap in there. Like cards you're missing. They also give you like a free card every season. You just have to wait for like the rotation to happen and then pick the one you want. It does feel like the game wants you to play consistently. That's probably the biggest complaint I hear about this game is FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. But really, the game's just asking you to like log in and look at stuff, and I guess play the battle pass. I feel like that's kind of like a casual ask here. I just missed the X23 battle pass, which is a pretty big deal for the deck that I've decided to play. She's definitely like a staple card in there that I do not have. So I think this is going to be a good experience for me as a new player to come in and have just missed a card. And let's see, I will mark it from today. When do I get X23? And then I think that will probably be a really good marker of what to do once you actually miss a card. So this was just a very brief introduction to Marvel Snap. As you can see, it's very easy to understand, which I think is a really good thing. I think a lot of these card games are way too complicated to get new players and retain new players. Marvel Snap is super easy to get into. It's as you climb the ranks that you start to realize the deck strategies and how fun they are and all the cool stuff you can do with them. So I've had a little gameplay in the background here, but I do have a bunch of duels that I did when I put Loki in my deck from the patch. So I think I will just upload that in a second video. But I wanted to give you guys an update that, yeah, what I've been doing for like the past week or two is just, yeah, honestly playing Marvel Snap, and I never thought I would enjoy it. So let me know what you guys think of Marvel Snap, if that's something you want to see me upload some videos on, and I will catch you guys on the next one.